Yo, what's going on, everybody? GZTV back with another video. I think I'm going to take on a new kind of format for these videos. Not necessarily just kind of I don't really want to talk about the highlight plays that much. I kind of want to just get to this box scores and stuff because I feel like these videos can wane on for a little longer than they should. So let's just get into the games. We're of course talking about Wednesday, March 1st. NBA action. We have my Celtics playing the Cavs. This was a really good game, and I said there was a lot of good duels, a lot of good superstar against superstar competitions, and this was one of them. Jason Tatum scores 41 to help the Celtics outlast the Cavs. They won by 4. They only won by 4, which is crazy because they were up big time in this game. Jason Tatum is 2 days shy of his 25th birthday and has already accomplished more than many of his peers will in their entire careers, which is insane. Great game for Tatum. We'll just talk about the highlights, I suppose. Deuce Tatum not fist bumping Donovan Mitchell, that was cool. Al Horford was bringing the energy. A lot of impressive offense and tough shots for Donovan Mitchell as well. But looking at the Cavs, 12 points, 13 rebounds for Evan Mobley, 29 points for Darius Garland, 40 of 4 for Donovan Mitchell. That's some slay. That boy's a beast. He shot 33% from 3. Jared Allen did not play well. I'm going to be honest. I mean, guys like him and Dean Wade off the bench, they didn't really play that well for the Cavs. Jared Allen was not shooting well. They weren't hitting their free throws as a team either. They were shooting terrible from the line for so long in this game. Shooting 60% from the line as a team is not that good at all. It really isn't. Looking at the Celtics played fantastic. 41-11 for Jason Tatum, 67% from 3. I was kind of getting scared watching the game because I thought they weren't going to fucking give him the ball, honestly. Al Horford had an amazing game. 23 points, 11 rebounds. Probably his best game this season. 75% three-point shooting, 80% from the field. 11-11 for Robert Williams as well. He didn't miss a single shot. Played fantastic. Those 3 guys played really well for the Boston Celtics tonight, and hopefully they can continue that moving forward. Moving on to the Suns and Hornets. Kevin Durant scores 23 points in Charlotte in his Suns debut. Kevin Durant feels a sense of comfort with an organization like this, knowing he can rely on superstars around him. Good scoring, tough shots for D-Book. Yeah, obviously D-Book is the star of the show here. He knows the system. He knows exactly how to score efficiently for them. Kevin Durant, though, in his debut, in a new system, he went out and just hooped. 23 points, 50% three-point shooting, 67% overall shooting. You get a 16-16 game for DeAndre Ayton, 70% shooting. 37 points for Devin Booker. He played fantastic. He had a really good game. Of course. Him and Katie are going to be crazy going forward. You look at the Hornets, 11-10 for Mark Williams, 20 points for T-Row. He shot 33% from 3, 26 for Kelly Oubre, 30% from 3. They're obviously playing with LaMelo. I think they said LaMelo's out for the rest of the season, which is very unfortunate. Obviously, just tank at this point and hope you get a good draft pick next year would be my thing. Guys like Nate, what was his name? Nick Richards and JT Thor just didn't play that well for this team tonight. It is what it is. I don't really have much to comment on them. Moving on to the Bulls and the Pistons games. The Bulls almost lost this game. Zach LaVine scores 41. The Bulls beat the Pistons by 2 after a turnover blunder. They were just turning the ball over and over again. Almost lost the game because of it. Yeah, great scoring for Zach LaVine. Detroit Pistons called one too many timeouts. That's literally the only reason that the Bulls won the game. I know they probably could have won the game anyway, but that is why they won the game. This is because Jaden Ivey made a rookie mistake, called a timeout when they didn't have any. Yeah, very stressful game, I'm sure, for the Bulls fans out there, man. I feel for you guys. This has been a tough year for y'all. 21 points for DeMar DeRozan, 10 assists and 10 rebounds for Pat Bev. He shot 50% from the field as well. There you go. 41 for Zach LaVine, though. He played fantastic. 67% three-point shooting, 70% shooting overall. He put on a clinic for the Bulls. Great minutes for Pat Bev, very underrated minutes. There were a couple of arguments in the huddles with him and Vooch, but they figured it out apparently. They were able to win the game. Man, Bogdanovich is hooping this year. 34 points. He shot 67% from three. He's a hell of a player. Very underrated. Obviously like Rodney Magruder and Corey Joseph aren't the best options to have at guard play, but this team is just doing what they can. Especially not having Cade Cunningham, It is what it is. Moving on to the 76ers and the Heat. Garbage game. I don't even know why I'm talking about it. Tyrese Maxey scores 27. The 76ers roll past the Heat. They win by 23 without Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid got the night off. The Philadelphia 76ers didn't need him anyway. That they're just kind of showing how deep their roster is and what they can do with their guard play without him. They played really good basketball. I can't even lie to you. The Sixers played a hell of a basketball game. Tough shots for guys like Tyrese Maxey, Paul Reed playing defense, Tyrese Maxey playing defense, D'Anthony Melton playing defense, a lot of defense, Jimmy Butler had a couple of tough shots to fall, but, man, I don't know what the hell went wrong with the Heat this game. 27 points, though, for Tyrese Maxey. He played great. James Harden at 23. 16 points and 14 rebounds off the bench for Paul Reed. Give it up, man. That's a good performance for not having Embiid out there. That's something that guys like him need to do. He's the closest thing they probably have to an actual big man out there. He shot 70% from the field. You look at the Heat, you get a 20-point performance for Bam, but that's it. I mean, guys like Gabe Vincent really struggled in this one. He can have a couple of good games in a season, any given season, but it just wasn't his night tonight. It is what it is. 2 for 11 from the field, 0 for 7 from 3, yeah. Nets, Knicks, damn it, man. I don't like seeing the Nets like this. Like, they actually have a really fun team to watch, and they're just out here getting washed. And they're losing the New York rivalry, which isn't a good look. Jalen Brunson scores 39. The Knicks beat the Nets by 24 for their 7th straight win. Man, the Knicks are climbing. They're quickly climbing the reins up in the Eastern Conference. Got to give them credit. Whatever Jalen Brunson and Tom Thibodeau were discussing before bumping fists near the end of the game, it wasn't the point guard's brilliant play. I don't know what the hell they were doing there. Brunson scored more than a third of his team's points in the first half. Jalen Brunson's a damn star. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But shout out to the Nets didn't play terrible. 33 points for Cam Johnson, 21 points for Mikal Bridges off of 50% three-point shooting, 11 points and 10 assists for Spencer Dinwiddie. DFS, Royce O'Neal, Day'Ron Sharp, guys like that need to be more of a scoring option for this team if they want to be viable for the future. I think, the Nets should be able to secure a play-in spot given what, KD and all of them gave, that kind of cushion they gave them before the trade deadline, but I don't know. It's going to be tough to make an actual playoff spot, I think. Looking at the Knicks, great game for them. 21 points for Julius Randle, 50% three-point shooting, 13 points, 10 rebounds for Mitchell Robinson, didn't miss a single shot. 39 points for Jalen Brunson, 22 points for Quentin Grimes. Shot 67% overall, shit. And after the Rising Stars game, I've started to respect that man a lot more. I kind of acknowledged him coming into the game, that Rising Stars game, but man, okay, I see you, Quentin Grimes, steadily improving. He might be able to go for a most improved campaign next season. Grizzlies Rockets, not really much of a game. Didn't expect it to be. Desmond Bane scores 30 points to lead the Grizzlies over the Rockets. They won by 14. Yeah, great scoring for both Desmond Bane and John Morant, a really good guard duo in this league. They breezed by him. 11 straight losses for the Rockets, obviously having a very tough season. But they're the Rockets. There's not really much to say. You watch them play, and you don't even question why they're so bad. It just is what it is. John Morant put up 20 points. He shot 50% overall. You get a 30-point game for Desmond Bane, who shot 67% from three, one of the premier three-point shooters in the league. Yeah, I'm done discussing my highlights. I think it's safe to say we can just talk about the big performers and all that stuff. 20 points for Jalen Green, but other than that, Jabari Smith, Josh Christopher. Those are just guys that need to play better for this team, and this is just not a team that's going to see success right away, I guess. You got to be kind of patient with the process with the Rockets. We're going to see what they can do in the draft next year. They might be able to get Harden back, too. There's been a lot of talks of them picking people up in free agency and stuff. The Rockets are one of the big teams to watch going into free agency on the offseason, so they're going to be interesting. I can't wait to see what kind of moves they pull off. Up next, we have the Magic Bucks, another game that wasn't much of a competition. There weren't that many good games on tonight. I mean, there really wasn't. I mean, 1, 2, there was maybe 3 good games on tonight. It wasn't that good of a night for basketball. I mean, it's a lot of games, but not a lot of good ones. Magic and Bucks. The Bucks beat the Magic by 22. They extend their winning streak to 16 games. Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to make sure the Milwaukee Bucks shouldn't rely too much on a three-point shot. That's where Giannis comes in, of course, because he's just barging into the paint, scoring on everyone. You look at the Magic, 19 points, 10 rebounds for Wendell Carter, 21 points for Markelle Fultz off of 50% three-point shooting. Cole Anthony, 28 points off the bench. That guy's had a couple of good games off the bench this year. But, man, Gary Harris, Mo Wagner, Bol, those are just guys that struggled for this team. And they need to put a little more work in, obviously. I'm not even going to say there's no hope for the Magic because they're not a tank team. They genuinely still have a chance in this thing. You know what I mean? But, I don't know. Look at the Bucks. The Bucks played good. 31 points for Giannis. He shot 75% from 3. 23 points for Drew Holiday. That duo has been making it happen for Milwaukee for 3-4 years now. Or 3 at least. So, yeah, it is what it is. Lakers, Thunder, pretty competitive game. There were no stars in this game. Kind of felt like a fucking borderline G League game. There were definitely some good players in this game. But, yeah, Dennis Schroeder scores 26 points. The Lakers beat the Thunder by 6. I'm in no way calling Schroeder a G League player. He is far from it. But, yeah, Dennis Schroeder, very good scoring in the second half and good scoring overall to help them win this game. And I'm sure the stars, D'Lo, LeBron, and AD are very appreciative of the work that Dennis Schroeder put in this game. So, shout out to him. He put up 26 points. He shot 50% from 3. That's really all you need to know about the Lakers. There wasn't much going for him, but you're playing a team like the Thunder without the one guy that can really get it done. Shea Gilgeous, to be fair, Jalen Williams still put up 24 points. He shot 60% from 3. You get a 22-point, 11-assist performance from Josh Giddey. There was all that. But guys like Jeremiah Robinson Earl, who has been struggling all season to get something going for this franchise, he continues to not play so well. So it is what it is, I don't really have much to say about a lot of these games. Pelicans Trailblazers, I think it's safe to say we can just move into the finale. Brandon Ingram has 40 points. He was looking like an absolute weapon out there. He was looking amazing. He played very good. Do I sweat? Am I sweating? No. Okay, it's not that bad. All right, it's not that hot in this room. It is very steamy, though. The Pelicans beat the Trailblazers by 11. This is probably Brandon Ingram's best game of the season. This is the first showdown between Damian Lillard and former Blazers teammate CJ McCollum, which is a surprise because that trade happened quite a while ago. 40 points for Brandon Ingram. He played great. 24 points for CJ McCollum as well. He shot 40% from 3. When those two are going to work, how can you stop them? You got to feel bad for Dame, though. This Blazers team, there's no way in hell that they should be 4 games under 500. You got guys like Jeremy Grant going for 28, shooting 50%. You got Dame going for 41 and having probably one of the best 10-game stretches I've seen from him in a couple of years at least. I guess when, Drew Eubanks is out there and you have Nasir Little and you have Shaedon Sharp not playing at their best, then it is what it is. There was 2 made baskets combined from 3 players there through a little over 10 shot attempts. So, those guys shot 2 for 11 combined. I know that's kind of weird. That's kind of overly analytical, but yeah, there's definitely some problems going on with like their role players and stuff. Cam Reddish played pretty damn good. He had some fun moments there. I'm happy for him. I want to see a guy like Cam Reddish succeed. So, yeah, I don't really have much to say. Usually these videos would be longer, but I'm not really talking about like the highlights and stuff anymore. I just kind of want to get to the performances, kind of evaluate where each team is at every night. You know, looking at tomorrow, obviously Sixers, Mavs. If Embiid is back, that's going to be a good game. I think it'll be a good game regardless. It'll be a fight between two elite backcourts. Clippers, Warriors should be interesting as well. Those are teams that are somewhat in the same position in the West. So, yeah, the TNT doubleheader is something you should watch. I mean, Raptors, Wizards will be cool. Those are two teams fighting for a play-in spot. I can't watch the Pacers-Spurs game anyway, so I'm not going to. But yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. Jeezy TV, NBA content. Tomorrow's going to be my last video for that, and then I'm going on vacation from Friday till I don't even know when. So, yeah. Movie review.